So in today's video, I'm gonna be trying my absolute best to give you guys tips to get out of the platinum rank in Black Ops 6 rank play. This has been requested a lot on my channel. Believe it or not, majority of the people that do play rank play are stuck in platinum and are stuck in gold. Once you get to diamond, you're kind of leaning towards the higher percentage of players. And you might think it sounds crazy because you might think, oh, like everyone in the world seems like they're diamond rank. But no, that's not the case at all. It is actually a lot harder to go from diamond to crimson than it is to go from plat to diamond. If you're solo queuing, you can easily get to plat to diamond, but if you're solo queuing trying to get to diamond to crimson, it is not easy whatsoever, especially if you just got out of plat yourself. So I say this in every single video, but since the aim assist is so ridiculously strong in this game, they made it so like literally anyone could shoot. They dumped it down so much. I don't know why they kept doing it. So like the shooting, I don't think there's any skill gap in the shooting and the aiming. So that's one of the last things you should be working on, because I feel like everyone could get a better shot, everyone could learn how to shoot, everyone could practice that. So the one thing that's gonna separate you from plat to diamond or even the ranks below that is your game IQ. And once your game IQ evolves, the game will get so much easier for you. You won't even have to be shooting straight all the time, just because you will know what's gonna be happening throughout the whole entire game. And what I mean by game IQ is basically your game sense, game awareness. You got to know what's happening at all times. You have to be making the right plays. You have to be rotating, have to look at your mini map, have to know what your teammates are doing in specific situations so you can make the right plays to win the game, and you're not just getting shit on all the time, blaming your teammate. Maybe you drop a good KD, but KD, in my opinion, it doesn't matter at all. Even all the pros say that. You watch the Flank, Zuma, even Scump and their watch party, they all say KD does not matter as long as you're making the right plays to win the game. Because if you're dropping a 2.0 KD but you're still losing, you're obviously not making the right plays to win the game, and you're basically kill whoring at that point. If you're dropping like a 0.3, 0.4, okay, then you're getting shit on. KD matters. But if you're dropping a 0.8, 0.9 or going even, and you're making the right plays to win the game, you're rotating, you're taking routes, you're sitting on hill, you're anchoring, then none of that stuff matters at the end of the day. All that matters is winning. Winning is what gets you from plat to diamond. If you're hard stuck, you're still gaining SR if you're losing. It's way better than losing SR. So I've noticed while playing plat players, they don't really play the game the right way at all. They kind of just run around and play like it's TDM in a way. Granted, there are some players that do know what they're doing, but they're not doing it in a fast enough way, or they haven't really perfected it enough in order to be really good at the game. One, in the platinum lobbies, I noticed it's like most people just rotate late. They hit old with like 10 seconds left, and it causes the other team either to spawn next to new, or it causes the other team to take advantage of you pushing old, and they can already get set up to new in power positions. And I realize that happens because in the moment, bro, a lot of people don't think, right? They just move their analog sticks. They don't think. All they're doing is thinking about kills. They're not looking how much time is left. They're not looking at the kill feed. They're not looking at their minimap. They have tunnel vision. They're only looking to kill people. And that is not the right way to play the game. Start practicing to rotate, because once you get into diamond lobbies, majority of the players are gonna be doing all the right things. They're gonna be rotating. They're gonna be getting in power positions early. They're gonna be anchoring and getting spawned. Rotating and getting into the hill is one thing, but rotating and getting spawns and securing your teammates spawns for the next hill is the biggest part. You could rotate and sit in the hill, and the enemy team could already be holding spawns, and then you're just fucked. You guys all die, and then everyone's like, what the fuck, and they're all blaming each other. And I say this every video, but try your best not to solo queue, bro. Go out and look for teammates. Go out and look for people to play with. If you're solo queuing, it's literally like you're going through hell. It is gonna be the hardest part, because if you're playing the game the right way and your other three teammates aren't, then you're just gonna be stuck in hell. You're gonna be losing almost every single game, and in my opinion, it's just not worth it at all. So go out and find teammates. I don't want to talk too much on that because I've honestly talked about it almost every single video already. And you plat players that want to get out of diamond, you gotta start looking at your mini map, right? I would say the mini map is your best friend in the game. It helps you with all the information. It tells you where your teammates are at just by their arrows. It tells you when the enemy team is shooting. So if one of your teammates dies and they're not calming it, you can literally look at the minimap to see the red dot of where the enemy is gonna be at, and then you can pick that up and kind of get an idea and maybe kill the guy. So when you look at your minimap in this game, right, you want to see where your teammates are being positioned at. If one of your teammates is being positioned on the left side holding a certain lane, let's say I'm gonna use Skyline for example, one of your teammates is holding kitchen, right? You see his arrow over there on the minimap. Don't go pick up the same thing he is picking up because it's gonna be another lane open that the enemy team is gonna run through. You gotta trust your teammate. You gotta trust that he's gonna get at least 1 or 2 kills in kitchen, if they even push that whatsoever. The second you go hold the same thing as him, another lane is open, and it just creates opportunity for the other team to break your guys' setup, and it creates more opportunity for you to lose the game and them to capitalize on your mistakes. And that's a mistake a lot of people do, because I even see it in Diamond and Crimson lobbies, because I look at my minimap a lot, but when we play with a random, when we don't have a full squad, I always see the random either holding an angle one of us are holding, or they're just not doing the correct thing, and you can instantly tell they're not looking at their minimap whatsoever. And I feel like a lot of you guys do this already, but you guys gotta start watching the CDO, but not just only watching. Study what those players do in certain situations and certain power positions they sit and the certain timings, and literally memorize that stuff in your head and try it in the game, because I promise you, I've taken so much stuff from the pro players, because it's literally their job to play the game. So it's like, obviously what they're doing is correct, right? So start taking what they're doing and applying it to your own game, and I promise you, you will get so much better just off of that alone. And I know a lot of you guys only watch your favorite team like Optic, but even Optic is a good team to learn from, because they do have a lot of skilled players. Even if they are losing, right, they still do some good stuff when they are losing. It's just the other team is doing better stuff. So you can honestly learn from every single team, because they all have their own strat, but initially they all do the same thing. They all sit in the same power positions, and they all rotate the same and take the same routes, right? So just take whatever they're doing and apply it to your own gameplay and see if it works or not. This is a big thing as well. A lot of this stuff is basically common sense. You guys will be like, oh, like we knew that, but you're not applying it to your gameplay, and that's one of the biggest problems. Like I said before, you guys will load up, have tunnel vision, and you guys don't think as you're playing. But another thing is, don't just run out into the open and expect to just get somewhere like freely without being shot, because a lot of you guys just run around like headless chickens and have no idea what is going on, right? And the pro players and everyone call it getting caught sprinting. When you're getting caught sprinting, when you're in a blender, that just means you're moving your left stick forward non-stop. You're not getting behind any cover. You're not checking your corners, you're not getting certain timings, you're not just looking for any of the other players, because majority of the time when you die, when you're getting caught sprinting, those players are in power position. In order to stop getting caught sprinting, start sitting in power position, start checking your corners. If you're trying to move up in the map, sit in a power position for like 1 or 2 seconds. If you don't see anybody, then you move up, right? And if you do see someone, you get in a gunfight and you try to get the kill. Power positions are a big part of this game. That's a lot of reasons why people do win. A lot of people sit in the same power positions even in the higher ranks, and that's what separates at least from the higher ranks to the lower ranks, right? Everyone knows where to sit. Everyone majority of the time plays the same way. It's just how you apply it to your gameplay and how much you can perfect it, you know what I'm saying? But I hope this did help a little bit. I didn't really talk about gun skill in this video just because I feel like that's a common knowledge. Like everyone can learn how to shoot their gun, but a lot of people really lack the game IQ and the game sense and game awareness, and that's what separates a lot of the higher ranks from the lower ranks. But I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys could please help me out and subscribe. I think I'm only like 5 subscribers away, to be honest. We're probably gonna hit it by next week probably, so I appreciate every single one of you guys. Comment down below if you are able to get out of platinum, if this stuff did help you, and if you have any more tips, leave them down below. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.